Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rudy's 1/6 World for another First Thoughts breaking news video. And we have another Hot Toys announcement to go over, and this time it's Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, although Hot Toys is just labeling this as part of the Dark Knight trilogy line. So let's start with a few things off the top. This is a full 2.0 of the figure. It isn't just a re-release, there are a ton of improvements, and I do own the original, so I can tell you right now, there are visible changes that do make this look like a better version, and Hot Toys has even highlighted a few of those updates. And some of those include the rolling eye system for the sculpt, a newly developed metal skeleton, which is interesting, and I'm curious to see how that works out or where they use that in the future, and what the implications are of that going forward. The arms in this one are also seamless, and they look amazing with the muscle definition really standing out. And he looks great in some of the poses from the movie with the arms outstretched. I will say I'm curious how the seamless arms are going to hold up. I don't mind joints because in the past the seamless sculpts have been susceptible to rips and tears, so it'll be interesting to see if Hot Toys has developed something new here. The other big change here seems to be the articulation you can get with the new body. One of the biggest complaints with the original figure was that it wasn't able to achieve that boss pose, which is when Bane holds on to the straps on his chest ring. It's a pretty memorable pose from the movie, and the original had single elbow joints, so you just couldn't do it. So they seem to have remedied that here, which is nice. As far as accessory, also knocks the first one out of the water, since it does include the diorama base that's in theme and goes along with the updated Catwoman Hot Toys has on pre-order as well. So I do like when Hot Toys keeps that theme going, since it makes sure that the pieces will display nicely together. The other new accessory here is the short jacket he wears in the movie. The original had the long trench, which is my personal favorite, but it's nice to get the alternate option here. Although material-wise, I'm not sure if this is pleather, and if it's pleather, is it gonna be susceptible to damage and deterioration over the long run, which is always a concern with those pieces. As far as the sculpt, it looks amazing, and it does look like they actually improved the mask as well. There's a lot of additional minuscule detail work, and that also extends to the face, where you can see great wrinkle details and detailing at the back of his neck showcasing some of his scars. So that's all really impressive. And look, the figure looks imposing. Not that the original didn't, but I mean this version just looks like the man that broke the bat, especially in that one shot where they have the figure holding the Batman figure over his head. I mean, it's incredible and really realistic looking. So again, great upgrade to Bane and great work by Hot Toys and whoever does their promo shots. So I do think this is an improvement over the original, and look, I love that original figure, but I have to be honest with what I'm seeing. Now the question becomes whether or not to get it. This is at least a year out, if not more, and there is a little asterisk here. John from Queen Studios and InArt did do a Q&A with another channel, and I do have to give them credit. It's Riley's Reviews. Normally his interviews, especially now, aren't as insightful, as I think they have to keep tight-lipped about a lot of what they're working on. But one interesting thing he did discuss was the potential of a Bane. He mentioned it's not in the schedule right now, but could be down the line. So just food for thought when you're trying to make a decision on whether or not to get this guy. For me, as much of an improvement as this guy is, I have to pass. I'm happy enough with my original Bane, and the poses I want with him don't really require the upgrades. Plus, I have him displayed with his big trench, so just not enough reason to make the investment in the new version. Plus, with DC, I'm being pretty selective. I am picking up the Hot Toys Deluxe figure, Batman figure from the 22 Batman movie, and I am debating whether or not to jump into the Jazz Inc. 22 Batmobile, which would be a huge investment. So not much room in the budget for the updated Bane, unfortunately. But look, if you missed out on the original and are a huge Dark Knight series fan, which I think a lot of us are, which is why Hot Toys keeps on going back to the line, this is a great option. And it may be a while to see whether or not InArt does jump in and do their own Bane, especially since they're slowly getting into the market, and they already have a number of figures on their list that they have to tackle. So the Hot Toys one I think looks great, and it's a great opportunity and a great figure overall. So those are just my quick thoughts on this announcement. Let me know what you think, and if you're interested in picking them up, or if there's anything you see that you don't like. And as always, thank you for watching, and if you are enjoying the content, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll touch base on the next video.